I think any ministry probably has the challenges that the society faces for them as well. I think in our society now, where through social media there's been often such a disconnect of personal relationship to what you can just write or type or scream out into the world and into what you actually live out. And I think our ministry has a lot of really important answers in the time that we're in. And so that doesn't change with the future. So I think that's just going to be even more relevant. Jesus' story is as relevant today as it was 200 years ago, as it was 2,000 years ago. So I think we have important stuff to tell. Well, I think one of the main trends of the time has kind of been this drive to find personal happiness, to find fulfillment, to find being content with where you are, what you do. And I think a lot of people are actually hindered by things that happened in the past. And not many people know about it or are even aware of it. But in many things that we've encountered as a ministry, in stories of reconciliation, I've always felt that there's so many undercurrents to people's lives, where they are, what they work, relationships in the family, in a village, in a town, and beyond. And those are things that have been in the past but still have an effect today. So I think the work of reconciliation, healing the past, is a constant source we need. And in that, guiding the future or transforming the present is one of the vital things, because so many people are not happy with where they are at the present. And the transforming power of Jesus is, I think, the only thing that could change that lastingly. So, and to give guidance to that and how a better future could look like, I think Jesus is the best teacher, and the way our ministry works in teaching ways of discipleship and looking at things of the past, I think they're really valuable sources there to meet the needs of today and the future. Well, one of the things that happened this year, and that's very close to my heart, is the story of Hannah Miley and the synagogue in Goldenthal. Goldenthal is a place in Germany that's actually just 10 minutes from where I grew up. And on a street, hidden away, is it looks like a shed, but it used to be a synagogue. And it was destroyed by the Nazis in the Reichskristallnacht and not used as a synagogue since then. But you can still tell that the village has this memory of former life of Jews amongst them. But because of the Nazi history, that was all destroyed and lost. And because that synagogue has now been restored, and Hannah is personally connected with meeting people that still live there, there's a lot of stories that come to light. And so these are things that happened 80 years ago, connections with families, with Jewish families there, that still have an effect today. So I think what happens there, or the reconciliation that happens through the story of Goldenthal, will have tangible, or for me, I can see the results in people when suddenly there's healing in the village. There's a work, a coming together of the different congregations that was before wouldn't talk to each other. And so these are really valuable effects that will have, I think, a bigger impact even in the future.